some time with an injury. The working team in full. Will Jaskalainen is in goal. A back four of Dan Moss, Scott Cuthbert, Greg Taylor and their club captain Josh Casey. The duo in midfield of Tunji Akinola, Rowan Ince. Also in advance of Morgan Williams with the three attackers, Denon Lewis out wide, Rhys Gregor-Cox and also Padraig Amond. Darren Sowell can welcome back Rhys Brown and Charlie Wakefield to the substitutes bench. They're both named alongside Alexis Andre. Couple of wins, 50 grand up.
I don't think the losers at this level get a little bit, but I don't think the losers in the first round get anything.
Not too sure.
I think it is just the winners.
Have to get our media team to chase that one up, but let's not think about losing, because here's Denon Lewis over on the Woking left, supported with Josh Casey. Lewis goes himself, cuts in between two green shirts, lashes a shot, goal bound, and eventually it's hacked away by a J.E.
Good positive play by Woking this first few minutes, and probably more positive play in the first 5 minutes than we saw on Saturday at the beginning. So it's that's positive.
Although the last few years, of course, Watford being the standout, but even games with Accrington and Peterborough that I seem to recall. Gregor-Cox to Williams. Williams 25 yards out. Rowan Ince now takes over. Hands it out to Dan Moss. Down the line to Gregor-Cox, keeps it the right side of the line. Decent ball in as well. Cleared by McKenzie. Moss with another cross. Amond on the turn. Flag stays down. Williams straight at King. It's probably the best bit of play Woking have put together.
Yeah.
Casey will take. Lewis and Moss have stayed back. Casey with one hand in the air towards the back post. Up rises Amond. And it's a penalty. It's a penalty. You can hear the cheers around us.
I suspect this will fall to Rhys Gregor-Cox. He went very quickly to get the ball.
What are your thoughts on the foul then, Ian?
Well, I don't know really. I mean, players appealed. There was an appeal went up, and the referee was very quick to point to the spot. So I don't know what it was. Obviously, he's now booking a Hemel player. But could this break, where are we, 30 minutes, 120 minutes of deadlock?
Yes. Gregor-Cox, short run up, steps up, saved by the keeper. Gregor-Cox surely gets the follow up.
Yeah.
And Woking have the lead. Decent save from Craig King, but pushed it straight back out to Gregor-Cox, who certainly wasn't going to miss at the second opportunity. Woking are in front by 1-0. Ian Nicholson.
Yeah, that came from nowhere really, and it sort of sums up Woking's last few games really, that the penalty was saved, but you know, however the goal comes, it's got Woking off the mark, and that's very welcome. And it's, you know, for Woking fans, there've been a few games of thinking, where are the goals going to come from? And it's
they have a bit of a hoodoo in the fourth qualifying round. Haven't made the first round in the last 9 seasons. As Woking have a pretty decent record, as we've already alluded to. Gregor-Cox was caught there, but play goes on. Amond is all on his own. Eventually locates Dan Moss. First time ball back to Amond. And it's just lofted over the crossbar. Good chance, well set up from Moss back to Amond. But it was always rising.
Yeah.
Good to see him back amongst the substitutes as well. How his goals have been missed, although he's yet to find the net for Woking this season. Casey again towards the back post. Up rises Cuthbert across the face of goal. Headed off the line by Newton, I think it was. Here's Krasniqi charging away from Casey. And then beyond Lewis. Now with Williams. One back by Casey. McKenzie's there. It might have been the clearance from McKenzie, who was now given away the free kick.
Yeah, I think if I was a Hemel fan, I'd be a bit aggrieved there. Yeah. I thought Casey fouled, but he was given the other way.
Woking's number 22, Will Jaskalainen. Cuthbert asking for height in this free kick. He gets it straight down the middle of the pitch. Flick on there by Amond, and Woking have a second. Perhaps one off the training pitch, as Jaskalainen grabs the assist. Takes the plaudits from the Kingfield Road end. The goal is up the other end in the Leslie Gosden stand. Flag stayed down, and Amond scores. Krasniqi has gone into the book, one would assume, for complaining. But Woking have a second, 5 minutes till half time, and both their strikers are on the score sheet.
Yeah.
Woking 2, Hempstead 0.
Well taken goal. I mean, it was a long kick from Jääskeläinen, and it went over all the defenders to land in no man's land between the defenders and the keeper, and Porrick Hammond had found his place in there and just nodded it in. So
Lewis, Woking coming forward here, low cross, Gregor Cox on the edge, 3 or 4 green shirts around, and Gregor Cox will not give this up. He's come away with the ball, in fact, located Williams out on the Woking left. Williams from range, straight down the throat of Craig King in the Hemel goal, who quickly launches a ball out to Briscoe, who hasn't had too many touches in the first half, just maintains his first. Those two both on the score sheet. Taylor, his clearance, rebounds in the channel for Iciofano. Plays a ball to Krasniki, now with Williams, surely must score, well saved. At the first time of asking, did it hit a hand there? And then lashed over by George Williams. What a chance for Hemel. And Willis Hughes produced a top save, Ian.
Yeah, he did. He really made himself big and spread himself out and stopped the shot. That looked odds on a goal there, and it came from a sort of 2 or 3 little attempts to clear it, and
who couldn't find the back of the net. 3 minutes played in the second half. Working on the attack here over on the far side with Gregor Cox. Cuts infield, supported by Moss. Here he is, just about keeps it the right side of the line. Does he? No. Decent header from Hammond back towards goal. Iciofano now. George Williams, who's been integral in all of Hemel's good work going forward. Cross comes in, looking for Ray. It falls to George Williams on the edge of the box. Wonderful strike!
Yeah.
And well saved and well kept by Will Jääskeläinen. It was straight at him. But if that was me and you standing there, Ian, it might have gone straight through. Good save from Jääskeläinen.
I'd have ducked out of the way, but no, as you say, he caught it. It wasn't just the save, it was the fact that he caught it. And
summoned back as Casey judged to have pushed the floor. Lewis finding Hammond, who's onside. Patrick Hammond lent back. And the ball was curling over the crossbar and post. Wonderful opportunity to wrap the game up.
He was played in beautifully there, and he just had to hit it on the turn, but really scoops it over.
For the visitors, of course, now Gregor Cox going off is safe. Iciofano up against Cuthbert. Iciofano straight at Jääskeläinen.
Yeah, again, good shot. Came in onto his right foot, hit it well. Straight at Jääskeläinen. Immediately Josh Casey is talking to someone. I think
it's Dan Moss.
Is it? Yeah.
Wins it on the ground as well. Williams now on the turn, finding Akinola, who's short. Gives it back to Morgan Williams, the Welshman. Reece Brown, first touch since coming on, takes it around the defender beautifully. Reece Brown across the face of goal, looking for Hammond, and hacked away by McKenzie. Beautiful touch from Briscoe, but it's too strong for Williams. Collected by Cuthbert, and back now with Casey. Casey direct to Lewis.
Not criticising any of the other players, but it's been a lot of those players who've been missing.
Yeah. Casey for the resulting free kick that he won. Headed clear by Hill. There was a change also for Hemel, which we'll come to, because here's Wakefield darting into the box. Wakefield chipped it towards the back post, but the keeper did really well, but he's lost out. And he's claimed it at the second time of asking. Big game coming up here at the Laithwaite. Big few weeks for Woking. Every game's tough. And
they
look to return to the winning trail in the league. As Wakefield's gathered onto this one, falls to Reece Brown. Can he score and cap off with a perfect evening? Brown still going, surrounded by green shirts. Denon Lewis selfishly. Hammond. And eventually Hemel get it clear. Iciofano slips. Reece Brown just couldn't get it out of his feet. Found Denon Lewis unselfishly, I should have said. And the chance goes begging. Flag's gone up. Ball has gone out. He's certainly given his running and his efforts. Taylor meets the cross, falls to Brown, and Woking might have one chance to find a third. Reece Brown hunted down by McKenzie. Brown just keeps possession easily. Now looks to roll it past Newton. Brown still going. Reece Brown looks for the shot, saved by King. It falls to Hammond. It's real slow motion stuff here.
And Darren Saar says he doesn't want any heroics. He just says, get in the corner.
Goal kick awarded, and that might be that. Woking have won. They have beaten Hemel Hempstead by 2-0 and secure their place in the first round proper of the FA Cup. They set up a tie with Ramsgate in a couple of weeks' time. They have won just shy of £10,000 for progressing tonight, and they'll be in action again in this competition in a fortnight's time. They've beaten Hemel by a couple of 0-0. Reece Gregor Cox from the spot, saved by King.